to all, hope you had a blessed day and welcome back to the A Flat to Glory tutorial series, training session, whatever you want to call it. So this episode it's going to be a little bit more laid back, maybe not laid back because of but I'm just taking a break from actually teaching on chords, even though chords are the main source of depth in what you play as a main pianist. But now I want to actually just teach you something which has actually taught me how to play chords better. I can say that. Like it's something which I have just been doing. And in doing it, I've been like even songs which I don't know how to play. I have been able to, pick up what I should be playing and what I can play, even though I have not heard the song before. Like you all know in a church when it's offering time, there'll always be people who, before they give their testimony, when it's testimony time, before they give their testimony, they will have a song which they want to sing, and lots of times you'll find that it's a song that you've never played before. So you have to be able to, you have to be able to hear what they're playing, and from hearing what they're playing, be able to follow them either rather loosely or rather closely. When I say rather loosely, what I mean is that, for example, if they are singing a worship song, you can just go to strings, and then from hearing what they're playing, you can pretty much like analyze. Okay, they are going to be going to a 4 here, then they might be going to a 1, might be going to a 6, might be going to a 5, and the beauty of strings is that it drowns out most of what you're playing that's incorrect, and then also gives you which gives you the opportunity for you yourself to actually hear, what you can change to make it sound a little bit better, and stuff like that, right? So, with that being said, let's dive right into what I'm about to teach today, and I'm going to be teaching you how to actually talk the notes. Apologize for that. My phone on vibrates. Yes, so I'm going to be teaching you how to talk the notes. Alright, so it's actually going to take us back to what I taught you in episode 1, which is the A flat scale. Because what you're going to be doing now is you are going to be taking the role of the leading voice as a singer. The person who's standing in front and is singing. So as long as they are singing in the leading voice, meaning they're singing what the song is saying, then that's the role which you're going to be taking here. And literally, there is, how do I say it? There's no way to actually do this wrong. Like, you pretty much talk through as much as the song as you can. Like, I'm just shifting back to songs which I have been using examples, so I'm using those. For example, the song Hallelujah, right? So for those of you who know the song, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, for the Lord God Almighty reigns. We'll use that song as an example. So if we are in A flat, this is actually going to take a lot of practice. So for me, if you don't know how to play the scale, for me me, I think that's something which you should actually go back and learn. You know, follow it from the first episode, because if you know how to play the song, if you know how to play the scale, then it'll be easy to talk notes, because you're not worried about whether the next note you're playing is in the scale or not. Because generally, when you're talking through the notes, all the notes which they're playing are in the scale, barring a lot of songs where they do some funky things. But I'm gonna try to stick to the ones where they just stick to the scale, hopefully. Okay, so pretty much, it's you have to be listening to what you're playing here, right? So this is a scale. I have to try and teach this from a beginner's point of view. So when you're trying to pick up a song, I think maybe I should use a song which I don't know. Just gonna be different vocals. I know quite a lot of songs. Okay. I'll try this. How do you go about doing this, right? So literally, in your mind, you just need to picture. It's even if you can't sing, it's best to just try and sing along to it, to try and get a better understanding of what you should be playing. So this when you I say that when you are just trying to remember what the key is, because we're using A flat here, right? But then to just figure out what the key is supposed to be singing, so you're not off key, is something which takes a bit of practice. But then literally, most singers in the choir, without having any musical experience, once they hear you play the one chord, they know which key they're supposed to be in for singing, right? So it's something which I'm not a singer, so I can't really coach you on that. Then I just say that just give it a bit of practice, and just figure out where you are in terms of the one chord, and then try and sing the song along first, and then we'll get to the talking notes. Like for example, we'll do a song. When I remember what. So when I remember. So that's our key of it. When I remember, it's not like a key like this. When I remember. When I remember. So yeah. When I remember. Alright. So now we're back to the scale. Alright. So now we're trying to figure out where our starting note is. When I know it's not that one. When I know it's not that one. Yeah, there we go. See? So now we found our first note. So now pretty much what you're gonna do is you're just gonna try and talk your way through the notes. So you're going when I remember. No, that's not correct. When I remember. That sounds better, right? When I remember. No, that doesn't sound correct. So pretty much, as you can see, right now I'm doing it in a trial and error phase just to show you how it is that you would have been doing it. But in my thing is, for me, I've done this a lot, so I know exactly which notes I should be going to 90 to 95% of the time, right? But for you, it's when I remember what. So there we go. There's the next one. When I remember what the Lord. No, that's not correct. When I remember what the Lord has done. Lord has Lord has done. You see, now literally you just have to. When I remember what the Lord has done. Then you continue. I will. No. Here we go. I will never. No, that's sound correct. I will never go back anymore. And literally, it's something like that. I can even give you another example with the song Jehovah's Name. Jehovah. This is a key. Oh, he's all low octave. Jehovah is. No, that's not correct. Jehovah. There we go. So Jehovah is your name. You see something like that, right? So there are some literally this is something which you just have to be practicing to get, but some tips which I can give you is that generally songs will start on the 1, the 3, or the 5. Oops, this is the 1. So generally it's on the 1, the 3, or the 5. So when you talk about the chords, once you find the key, or you get your pitch to the correct key, which you're doing, it's not likely that the song will start on a 7, a 6, a 4, or a 2. It generally starts on the 1, 3, or the 5. But I guess sometimes they'll start on 6. So 1, 3, 5, 6. But it's a weird one because what I mean is like this first song, the song we watched it starts like this. So technically it is started on the 3, but then no one really plays this as a chord. You normally hear people like this. Oh, I'm not going to use that example because it's not really going to be helpful for this training session because I never played a song talking the chords there. So I'm literally just going to be teaching you songs that I can actually use for talking the chords, right? So what I mean by just to get back on point, I was just giving you an idea of how to actually figure out how to start, right? Like for example, Jehovah is your name. Your name, yeah, and okay, so now I think a lot of you are just are thinking there, you know, what is the purpose of knowing how to do this? You know, how does this help you? How does this make your playing better? You know, because if I can play one note, how does that help me play chords? Because you know everyone's playing beautiful chords. Then here I am. Here I'll be in church when someone's singing, just doing. You know, you're gonna be like, a second, you know, or whatever. Like, you know, how does this help you, right? So now let me show you how it is that this actually helps me, right? So the talking note is going to be I'm going to say the third note in your chord, or the highest note in your chord. What I mean by this is when I was teaching you chord constructions, right? If we're doing when I was teaching you chords, right? I told you that if we're doing a 1, that's the root. If that was the root, the first note, then this would be our highest note. If we're doing a 4, that's the root, that would be our highest note. If we're doing a 5, that's our root, that's our highest note. Same thing with a 6, that's the root, that's our highest note. Same thing applies for the inversions. When we're doing the inversions, sometimes the root will change because the root is still a 1, but then now the 1 is in the middle. But this will still be our highest notes. Even if we're doing a 5, highest notes. Even if we're doing a 4, now the 4, which is our root, is the highest note. So the highest note is always the third note which you're playing over there, right, in the chord. So now what I mean by this is that your talking note is the highest note, is this. Pay attention to this song which I was just teaching you now. I want you to forget about the chord I'm playing. Just pay attention to my highest note that I'm playing. Now look at this again. Okay, again. Now pay attention, because now if you could just remember what I was playing, now the notes I was playing. Now look at this now. Again. Do you notice that literally the highest note, which I was always saying I was using for talking, is the highest note I'm using to play the chords? Because now when I started playing the chords from what I was talking out, I could see, okay, my mind, my understanding of how to go to which notes was like this, right? So which I will teach you in the next episode. But then literally in my mind, I know that generally, when I'm playing certain notes like the 3, this is where you need to look at the remembering stuff, right? Because I'm playing this one is 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, right? right? So now it's not really that I want you to cram these patterns, but then you can take notes of the general chords which you're going to be playing when you're hitting certain notes when talking it out, right? And I will teach that in the next episode. Hopefully this episode wasn't too confusing. I apologize for that if it was, but I will try make it have more clarity in the next episode. But then the point I was trying to get across in this episode was that literally you don't need to start by trying to force yourself to try and figure out chords to play during songs, right? You can literally just start by just talking out the notes by yourself. Like literally, this is something that you're doing in training. It's not something that you're doing in a performance space, in front of people. It's when you're in your room, you just sit in front of your keyboard or your piano, and then you just start thinking of a song that you know, and then just trying to talk it out. Even whatever song it is, even if it's a praise song, you do the same thing. Awesome God, I don't even know the song. Awesome God, that's a song which people love in my church. Awesome God, mighty God, mighty God, we give you praise, awesome God, you are in awesome God, you are I'm not sure if any of you actually noticed, but then there are times when I'm even in these teachings, I don't remember from memory fully which notes I'm supposed to go to. But then because I'm talking it out, I'm like, okay, it's actually this one over here. Okay. That's literally how I've been actually learning certain things more and more. And then the more it is that I learned it, and the more it is that I did it, that's how now I have an idea of where I should be going, right? Even if like I can just pick up any song, like you only, Lamb of God, seated at the right hand of Him. Okay, yeah. I think I got my points across. You see, you can use this a lot to, figure out and going from there. Anyways, yeah. So I think I've got my points across there. In the next episode, there, I'll do a teaching on the general chords you can expect to go from the chord number it is that you're talking out. I'll try and break it down as much as possible because I'm literally here to teach. And if there's something which you don't understand, you can always write in the comment section, and I will respond because I'm literally here to teach. And literally while I'm teaching, I'm learning because I'm also looking at what other pianists are putting out, other teachings they're putting out. And as they are teaching me, I'm teaching you guys. You can even follow their teachings if it is the case that you understand them more and you feel like I'm talking nonsense here. But then I'm literally I'm not teaching by the book here. I'm teaching by how I understand things, So it's a case that you find that my teachings are just weird and don't make sense. It's okay. There are a lot of other guys out there, but then I just hope that what I am putting out here does help somebody there. It does help somebody who's a beginner, intermediate level. Just helps them, play better. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best. See you in the next episode. Bye.